Hello, welcome to Grace on Fire. Welcome, everybody. So glad you're all here. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for the support, the love, for your presence. It means so much. Just you being here right now for this event. I just love and appreciate you all so deeply. And whoever is tuned in on YouTube right now, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. And it's no accident. It's no accident because there aren't any accidents in the universe. One of the things I have struggled with my whole life is accidents. Fearing that I have made the wrong decision. Fearing I have made a mistake. I have had that. That has haunted me. It still does. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, because I just bought a house. We just talked about it when we were highlighting Dr. Janine Dietrich. Fabulous. Hope you can see that. I just bought a house, and I went through times where I second-guessed myself. Am I making a mistake? Big decisions. Is this the thing I should do? Should I move? Should I make this big change? Have I chosen the wrong house? Should I have just really lived in my camper and camped out in the woods? Those thoughts crossed my mind. And I'm sure there's been times when we've all thought, second-guessed ourselves or doubted our decisions. There's a spiritual principle that there are no accidents. And a wonderful gentleman said to me, when we hear in the Course in Miracles that there is destiny and that everything is orchestrated and it's all written, that they didn't really like that idea. And I said, I love it! I love it because it means I can't make a mistake. Something higher than me is orchestrating through me. And there's some power, there's some destiny, there's something bigger than me that is in play and will protect me from making a huge mistake. And not that we haven't made things and we recognize after that maybe that I shouldn't have quite gone down that road. But even that, I've looked back on my past, and even those times when I realized that and seen that, I learned something so powerful, so important, that I am grateful for that. I am grateful for going down that, even because it might have caused me pain, and it might have even caused others pain, which is actually harder when we realize that it could have caused others pain. But would we take it back? The wisdom we gained, the wealth of information, the compassion we might have gained, and also the learning that GPS, that inner GPS, because we know what we felt when we were making that decision. We might have felt some anxiety. We might have if we get really honest with ourselves, we kind of knew. At least for me, if I get really honest with myself, some of those decisions that I can look back, I kind of knew if I really paid attention, if I was really still and I was really listening, I had flags. There was anxiety. There was things that could have drawn me. But that's a lesson. Now I know better. My GPS is more refined. I have a better guidance system now for how to operate in the world. And isn't that one thing that is so important? I'm committed. I have been committed my whole life to being on my highest possible destiny in this life, living my highest possible service in this life. How do we know? Unless we're really tuned in to that heart's desire, that guidance system from the divine, that divine guidance system, that directs us. That feeling, that pull, that big yes, we've got to follow it. And when we don't, it's a lesson, and we navigate. And they say when the pilots are up navigating in the sky, and they're going from point A to point B, they go off course all the whole time they're going off course, but they're recalibrating. They're readjusting, and they get to their destination. So even if we go off a little bit, we recalibrate, because our heart is always recalibrating us. It's always recalibrating us. It will never, never leave us. That's one thing that will never leave us, is us. And I just bought a house. I just talked about it a little with our highlight with Janine Dietrich. And my heart was guiding. My heart was guiding. And I want to tell you the story really quick. So I saw a house. I wanted to get out of the city. I wanted to be in the mountains. Every time I thought of the city, I started getting suffocated and I couldn't breathe when I looked at houses in the city. So I looked up in the canyons and there was condos. 600 square feet for $400,000. It just wasn't going to work. Now, especially after moving me yesterday on the 26-foot U-Haul, Diane's smiling, that would not have worked. That would not have worked. I would have had to get rid of pretty much all my possessions. But that was just not going to work for me. So I continued to look and I moved a little further out and a little further out. And I saw some homes. We put some offers on things. But I kept finding, it was so hilarious because I'd find as the further I moved out, more square footage for less money. More square footage for less money. And then I had finally put this offer on a house. I was so excited. I got home and my son, this cute girl my son's been dating, Liz, I've really got to acknowledge her. She said, have you looked about 20 miles out, 20 minutes out? I got online, a lot more square footage, and I'm going to use it, trust me, for less money. And the synchronicity of events and Janine being able, I called her up, she met me there that next morning right on the spot. It was amazing how everything was guided, everything was synchronistic, and I ended up in the home of my dreams. It was affordable, it was in a beautiful place, it is in the mountains, everything I wanted, but we kept following the heart, kept following that inner GPS, and found our way to home. And that is the most important thing on our life's journey. There's so many important things, but that is so important, to be true to ourselves, to be true to our own heart, true to ourselves, and to be that source of love for ourselves. That's what I've been learning along my path, and now I'm going to be living alone, all by myself, for the very first time in my life. I'm going to so miss living with my children, my babies I adore, my grandchildren. It's hard, and it's been a grieving process. And I'm not going to be as close to my beloved friends, all of you here today. But I'm only an hour away, so I'll be close and I'll be back. You'll still see me. You'll probably get sick of me. I don't know. I'm here. But it's perfect because it's time to go in for me right now. Where I am on my spiritual journey is about being alone. I need to not be in a relationship. I need to be living alone and discovering who I am. Who am I? And stepping into my power. I was talking to Janine this morning. It's hard to highlight ourselves. It's hard to have the spotlight shine on us. And you know what? Especially for women, and I'm not going to exclude men either. But we have centuries of persecution when we stepped into our power. And that's in our DNA. That's in our memories. So we're going to step into our power. There's some fears going to come up. Some hesitation. Stuff comes up, but we're going to do it. All of us. And I see so many powerful women around. This valley is full of powerful spiritual women, powerful leaders stepping into their power. Stepping in, and men stepping into our power. Stepping in and finding out who we are and what we're here to do. What are we here to do in this life? Because here we are in this life. We have this life. We have this breath. We have this incredible, sacred gift called life. And to me, why not make a difference? Make a difference. Somehow contribute and make a powerful, positive impact. That's been another thing I've prayed for all my life. I want to make a positive, powerful impact in the world. I add positive because I don't want to just make a positive impact. A lot of people have made positive impacts and they haven't been positive. We have to discover what it is in each of us, what it is for each one, you, what it is for you, what is your powerful, positive impact for this world, in this life, right here, right now. We each have one. Everyone does. Everyone does. You have inside of you a powerful, positive impact on this world to contribute. It may not have bloomed yet, but the seeds are there inside of every human being, every human heart. Because we are so powerful. You are so powerful. You are more powerful than anything that your mind can conceive. Anything your mind can conceive. Because your mind is just an infinitesimal compared to the power that dwells within you. You are so much more powerful than anything that your mind can imagine. You are more powerful than the entire universe, all the suns. That's how powerful you are. So you have within you, everyone does, their own powerful, positive impact on this world. And that, you know how you know that? What brings you joy? What brings you joy? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart expand? What is a big yes for you? And it's a yes, it's not a compulsive yes. It's not an urgent yes. This is an expansive yes. Yes, inside of you. It brings you joy. It contributes. It's win-win for everyone. And it's a powerful impact for the world. Now, everyone might not see it as a win right away. And that's okay. Because sometimes when you step into your power, sometimes when you follow your heart, sometimes when you're living your truth, sometimes you do upset people. And that's okay. It's got to be a yes for you. It's got to be big. And that's when you're in your greatest power. That's when you're making your most positive, powerful impact on this world, in this life. And you have it within you. Everyone does. Everyone is extraordinary. Everyone is exemplary. Every being, you, everyone hearing this right now, whether you're in person here or you're hearing it on YouTube, you have within you astounding gifts. Astounding gifts. And it doesn't have to look astounding or be famous or be highlights and big stars. It can be, right now I see a mother spinning her baby. What could be more astounding than that? Sometimes it's the simplest things that make the biggest impact in this world. And you may never know. There are so many people that have made such a huge impact in our world, and during their lifetime, they were never famous. They were never known. Artists, scientists, musicians. And now, after they passed, we were reaping the benefit of that. So never judge what it is. Follow your heart, even if it is to do so the simplest thing. It's in your heart. It brings you joy. It makes your heart sing. And it brings an astounding, positive impact on this world, in this life. That is how powerful you are. That is how the power that is within you, each and every one of you, all beings, the power within every being is beyond comprehension. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. I invite you to always remind yourself of that power within you, that light within you, that grandiosity within you, that grace, that immensity, that love. And always know that you are love, you are grace, astounding grace. Everyone. I love you. Thank you for being here. And namaste.